think you've got a problem, though, in terms of trust. I mean, you are saying now, I think what you're saying is that the promise to restore the budget was always paramount. But I don't think that everybody heard all those other promises, thought that. And so now, how do we know in the future what to believe when you say things and what not to believe?
Well, I know that people hear different things. Someone can say something and people hear different things. But we constantly talked about Labor spending like a drunken sailor. It was always obvious that we were going to have to rein back unsustainable spending. We constantly talked about Labor indulging in a cash splash with borrowed money, and now we've done what is necessary. Now, look, we could have continued to try to fool people and say you don't have to change, but that would frankly have been pretending to people that our country could somehow go on living on borrowed money. You cannot endlessly live on borrowed money, and that's what our country had been doing for the 6 years of the Labor government.
And I will move on in a moment because I know you've been asked about the broken promises a lot this week. But before I do, I just wanted, just following on from what you said there, play back to you something you said on ABC Radio before the election. Let's have a look.
I've seen the disaster that this government has created for itself by saying one thing and doing another. And, John, I don't want to be like that. I really don't. And if we do win the election and we immediately say, we got it all wrong, we've now got to do all these different things, we will instantly be just as bad as the current government has been. And I just refuse to be like that.
With respect, Prime Minister, you are being like that.
Well, that's in the end for the people to judge, Fran. But I believe that we have fundamentally kept faith with the promises that we made pre-election. Yes, I accept that the deficit levy will impact on the top 3% of taxpayers. Yes, I accept that the fuel excise indexation will cost in the first year the average family 40 cents a week. I accept all of that. But we did say that we were going to get the budget back under control, and I believe that this was what the people of Australia elected us to do. If I'm wrong, they will cast their votes accordingly at the next election. But why would I be doing this? Why would I be exposing myself, Fran, to a world of political pain?
Expending your political capital.
Why would I be exposing myself? Why would my colleagues be exposing themselves and ourselves to a world of political pain if we didn't think it was absolutely necessary for the long-term good of our country?